Now, the organisations that use the services of Cormack Consultancy Group are those that either have or believe they have a product, service or education programme that can be sold into other countries. Or alternatively, they want to take advantage of the high skill sets and low manufacture and development costs that are available within other countries. This is what we call the internationalisation of business. And the reasons they use Cormack Consultancy Group is that they recognise the very significant benefits of using an organisation who will, in the very first instance, thoroughly research to discover which countries provide the best opportunities. And then they'll create and be instrumental in implementing an effective strategy to quickly deliver the results. And with having offices based in India, Russia, Pakistan, Romania, Latvia, Lithuania, and of course the United Kingdom, they're extremely well placed to do so.
Well, I met Charles through some activity with SDI in terms of looking at the potential to move to the Baltic States or look at the Baltic States and Northern Europe.
So we had a product, the thermal auditing product, that we wanted to sell into municipalities.
What they did was they found out all about our business, I suppose our strengths and our weaknesses, maximised our strengths, and then targeted people they knew in these jurisdictions that we could sell to.
Now, the Cormack Consultancy Group was established by Charles Cormack in year 2000, utilising his vast experience gained by helping international companies develop their business. And as I mentioned before, with offices in key markets around the world and having successfully worked with over 500 companies, the Cormack Consultancy Group is highly regarded as the leading internationalisation consultancy.
Well, internationalisation of companies has never been more important than it is now. In the current global economic situation, companies have to look at ways that they can work internationally if they're to continue growing. And working internationally isn't just about exporting, it's about looking at your costs and how you can rationalise those. So part of what we do when we work with a company is look at it holistically. We look where it can save money, where it can make money, and potentially where it can access government grants in other markets.
Now, there are several key factors essential to the effective internationalisation of any business. Having established that there is a demand for the product or service, it's important to understand how business is conducted in each country. And then, of course, you have to be able to establish the right contacts to get meetings with the decision makers and influencers, whether they're in government or business.
Well, normally for a company, the first thing that they'll do is go and talk to one of the government agencies in their market to see how they can help them. And those agencies can be extremely helpful when it comes to things like exporting, but they're not able to look at the company as a whole, which is what we do. So when we're working with a company, it's about understanding the whole scope of that business.
Now, one of the reasons Cormack Consultancy Group are so effective is their network of people working within each country, each of them well connected and respected. Now, this enables them to open the right doors to set up the meetings, get the agreements, deal with customs, translation issues, establish supply chains and distribution, as well as helping companies to win tenders. In fact, everything you need to quickly and effectively deliver your product or service to the countries where there's a confirmed need and demand. And quite naturally, the service doesn't stop there.
Once the international strategy plan has been agreed, we set up with the client a briefing call with the local experts. From that briefing call, we decide on the research that needs to be undertaken, the meetings that need to be done, and the itinerary for the visit whenever they decide to go over.
They have a network which spans from senior government figures to industrial figures.
I think the quality of the project managers, we were very impressed with them because they obviously have a lot of local knowledge. They're very well qualified.
It would have been hard to have taken the traditional route of going in through a development agency, working our way up. But Charles's connections, both in terms of the trust they have of him and their appreciation of his strategic outlook, really helped us.
So if you're wanting to discover the internationalisation potential for your business and you appreciate the value to be gained by utilising the services of such a respected consultancy, then I suggest you call Cormack Consultancy Group and have an initial discussion with them. You see, it's only by having that discussion will you be able to truly appreciate not only the opportunities available to you and the support that you'll receive, but also that Cormack Consultancy Group really do work with you as a true partner, as they only charge a modest project initiation fee, and thereafter, payment is based on the success of the project. And this is by far the most effective way for you to realise the huge potential that internationalisation can bring to your business.
They're incredibly professional, incredibly organised. It's a very mature organisation that have been there in the principal jurisdictions since they got their independence. They've also branched out into other jurisdictions like India and Pakistan, which are burgeoning areas of trade.
We're seeing a tenfold increase in exports.
So there's not many added value partners you can have within a country that would have direct access to senior government figures.